And everybody, oh, that junkie was with her last night. I know he did something. That's why you gotta watch the friends you keep. He did. Somebody up there knows. At first, it was cute. It was just a few little comments. Big deal. I've weathered far worse storms.
Very hard. I love drama. So, okay, well, what's the drama? What's the drama that I did? Somebody gotta tell me. What is the drama? Tell me what is the drama? What is the drama? All I know is I went to bed and I woke up and my life changed. And I probably shouldn't have said nothing, but I panicked because I was scared and I was alone.
Tamar is out here hollering, "What's the drama? Baby, you the whole drama." It's getting straight up chaotic with Tamar cutting up left and right. And word on the curb is Tony about 2 seconds away from checking her baby is into a padded room. If you blinked, you missed it, because Tamar scrapped that whole album after Funky Dineva clocked her for a PR stunt. Then she swore she was bowing out the spotlight. But instead of laying low, sis glued to IG Live, popping up in interviews, and spilling family secrets like it's 2-for-1 happy hour. And all this circus? Baby, it's been barely a week. The Braxtons are beyond exhausted, and they looking like they might just drag Tamar themselves. But don't exhale yet, cause sis staying on go. Matter of fact, she slid under a Shade Room post talking about taking a break from it all, and y'all won, there's no more album, and I'm going to my farm, and you will never hear from me again. I'm sorry for everything. Just a few days for all this foolery, Tamar jumped online crying about she almost lost her life, talking busted nose and teeth missing, but sis never once said how it even went down. Then out of nowhere, boom, she dropping a teaser for her EP, Heartbreak Retrograde, with Mendices, Funky Dineva, and a couple more names wrapped up in the mess. Real suspicions, right? Especially since Tamar has been beefing nasty with Funky, and folks been side-eyeing her for allegedly creeping with Mendices. Baby, it's a whole soap opera with her right now. And Funky? He ain't letting up, swearing Tamar just stirring the drama for cheap promo. Matter of fact, sis was with Funky right before that so-called accident, and the street started whispering he had something to do with it, talking he wanted Tamar gone for real. Lord, that's what made Funky hop online and set the record straight, letting folks know he ain't rocking with Tamar sitting silent instead of clearing his name.
And everybody, oh, that junkie was with her last night. I know he did something. That's why you gotta watch the friends you keep. He did. Somebody up there knows. At first, it was cute. It was just a few little comments. Big deal. I've weathered far worse storms. Then all of a sudden, it started growing legs. When I logged on to do my show, there was 7,000 people sitting in the hallway waiting. The entire chat said, Tamar, tell us what happened to Tamar. Tell us what you did to Tamar. Tamar, you know what we want to talk about. He want to talk about everything except Tamar.
So in his video, Funky kept it real shady and only called Tamar that lady, swearing up and down he ain't know a thing about what went down with her. He claimed after they left V12, they linked with some friends to keep the night going, but he ended up heading home solo and didn't stick around with her after that. According to him, he found out about Tamar's messed up injuries the same way we all did, through social media, and she never once told him how bad she was hurt. Funky even pointed out how Tamar is glued to their comments, always watching what folks saying about her and her music, so he knows good and well she saw people dragging his name. That's why he was heated when she stayed quiet, instead of setting the record straight while folks were accusing him of laying hands on her. Allegedly, when Funky pressed Tamar to shut the rumors down before they grew legs, sis hit him back with "I'm lost. I'm confused. I didn't say anything. I'm in the hospital." Yeah, so sis ain't have the time to call up her friend and shut down the lies to save his name, but somehow she found all the time in the world to hop online and tell everybody she was laid up in the hospital, talking about she could barely move, could hardly even speak after that so-called accident, yet she still mustered up enough strength to drop a flashy new trailer for her EP. Make it make sense. This right here is exactly why Funky said the whole ordeal was screaming PR stunt, and he was just the unlucky one caught in the crossfire. He basically hit us with "here it is. I got eaten alive over my birthday weekend, and the whole while there was nothing wrong with Tamar's behind." Now she has released this tired music video for this raggedy EP that nobody wants. And because I'm in the video, people are going to think I was a part of the PR stunt. I was collateral damage in a 2-bit PR stunt. Tamar, you ain't even gonna try to clear any of this up and tell these people I didn't do anything to you or know what happened. I was accused of not being a friend to you, when at the end of the day, it was you not being a friend to me. I didn't deserve any of this, and I'm deeply hurt. So after Funky spilled all that tea, folks actually started nodding along like, yep, Tamar out here pulling stunts for PR. And let's not forget the lil side drama with Mendices, cause Tamar was straight up accused of creeping with that man. Now sure, they claimed they were just working on a video together, but when those affair rumors kept growing legs, Tamar let them whispers run wild. People were talking about how close she and Mendices looked at that Atlanta lounge, and baby, the internet swore they saw them cuddled up again. But did Tamar ever shut it down? Nope. Didn't deny, didn't explain, didn't say a word. It was given exactly what Funky said. PR fuel. Then out of nowhere, Tamar hopped online screaming she ain't faking nothing. Right after that, she launched into them unhinged rants before dropping the bomb. No album, she heading back to her farm, and we ain't never gonna see her again. Like, come on now, girl. I ain't buying it. Cause haven't we seen this tired little script before? Plenty of folks have been saying Tamar been spiraling since last year, pulling the same I'ma vanish into a hole routine. Y'all remember when their show came back and the sisters sat down with Spirit, the grief counselor? At first, it was all kumbaya and going smooth, until Spirit asked Tawanda how it felt not having access to Tamar. Whew, before Tawanda could even get a word out, Tamar jumped in all defensive, snapping that Tawanda didn't care. Then she doubled down, saying Tawanda be putting more effort into keeping up with Tony and Trina than her. And just to twist the knife, Tamar revealed she's always the one hitting Tawanda up first, and sis only reaches out when the cameras are rolling.
I respect where people are. I don't engage. I don't pour into certain types of energy.
Mm-hmm.
I make different choices in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just where I am.
But this is TV, Josh. outside of yesterday and today, when was the last time you talked to me?
I don't recall. It wasn't my birthday because you didn't call me.
Your birthday's September, here we are in March.
I am in a space. I am in a space of I'm just focusing on my relationship and whoever's in my household. I'm focusing on my children. I'm focusing on my relationship.
Trina in your household? Tony's in your household?
But they call me. I talk to them every day.
Girl, you don't answer the phone.
That's
Girl,
not true.
stop.
Let's be specific. Did you call me yesterday?
I did, actually.
Did I answer it?
Well, because we're taping now.
No.
But before-
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh,
When you called me, every time you
girl,
called,
that is not
every
the truth.
time you called, I answered.
That was just the kickoff to a full-blown meltdown, cause not long after, Tamar went and shut down her socials on X and Instagram right after one of her dramatic outbursts, only to pop back up the very next day like nothing happened. But let me tell you, before hitting that deactivate button, sis had already lit the internet up with some explosive posts. Tamar was on her X page dragging, claiming her whole family was toxic. In them now deleted tweets, she flat out stated, y'all have no idea, none. The gaslighting is crazy and I'm going back into treatment. Oh my God, I just pray that my marriage can be saved and my life can be spared. My family is awful. She also said in a different post, I'm so mad at my life. My family is toxic. I should have never went back to BFV. This all went down right around the time Tamar called it quits with JR. And just before dropping that breakup bomb, sis hit social media with a whole other drama, saying her place got broken into. She even posted the surveillance footage from her apartment garage, showing a crew tearing through her car while the security cams caught it all. But baby, it wasn't even the robbery that had everybody talking. Nope, it was the caption Tamar slapped under that post. She wrote, I got robbed at home. I'm not safe anywhere. I don't know why I keep getting violated. I had a lot of my car because I don't live anywhere because I'm not safe anywhere or with anyone. Then Tamar came out saying she was taking a break, she was done, and she would not be filming the show anymore. So when she later claimed she was heading back to her farm, folks were like, girl, stop playing, you ain't going nowhere. But here's the kicker. Before she even announced stepping away from the public, Tamar spilled that her sisters had threatened to boycott the whole show if Kevin Sr. showed up on Braxton Family Values. And she said the same exact drama went down when she tried to bring her niece Ashley on board. According to Tamar, her sister flat out refused to film with her and tossed her feelings aside, which caused a big old rift in the family. Now Tony tried to play Switzerland, staying neutral and hearing both sides, but Tamar dug her heels in, swearing Ashley had every right to use their platform to shine a light on what she went through. Reports say Tamar stressed that way too much had already been swept under the rug, and she wasn't about to let Ashley get silenced when she deserved to be heard. Y'all remember that Ashley revealed that her stepmother and father, Michael Braxton Jr., saw text messages between her and her aunt's partner that were inappropriate, and when they first told her aunt, she was loving and upset about what happened to Ashley. But as time went on, it felt like her aunt switched to not feeling that way, and Ashley said that as she got older, she realized how weird it was that her aunt was okay with her partner given the circumstances. So apparently, allegedly, her own aunt was out here thinking Ashley either sparked the mess or was part of the problem, even going as far as trying to pin the blame on her for what went down. But Ashley later explained that therapy taught her how to cope, and she made it clear she should have never been blamed because she never should have been put in that situation to begin with. She also threw a little shade, hinting that the uncle at the center of it all had his own platform, yet chose to stay silent. And what really had folks side-eyeing? After everything came out, the whole family was still sitting at the table breaking bread with that man like nothing even happened.
Okay, so I want to tell a story today, and that story is about how one of my aunts and my family do not talk to me because they think that I, at the age of 16, did something with her partner at the time. And I have been a nervous wreck to talk about something like this and to tell this story. A, because of my family. B, because I don't want people, it's not to hurt people to tell my story.
And this right here is what Tamar keeps pushing to be aired out on the show. With all these recent blow-ups, folks are now saying Tamar really needs to step back and take a serious mental break. Some even whispering they worried she was either over-medicated or under-medicated, because clearly something ain't sitting right with her. Word on the curb is the family, especially Tony, noticed and might just take the reins to handle it themselves. Maybe that'll finally force Tamar to get the breather she so badly needs. And honestly, I can only hope sis finds some peace. But in the meantime, I want to know what y'all think is really going on with Tamar. Drop it down in the comments.